Right, now, of course, let's go to another story, interesting story. Kenya, for the first time today, commemorated the International Intersex Awareness Day. A group of intersex persons led by Gamafrica Foundation made a procession to Parliament in a walk dubbed Let Me Be Me, where they presented a petition seeking to have the intersex community recognized as a third gender. Nominated Member of Parliament Isaac Mwaura, who also chairs the Special Persons Committee, said efforts are being made to have the intersex recognized within Kenyan policies. KTN's Michelle Ngele now reports.
Is it a boy or a girl? It's the first question many new and expectant parents hear from their families, friends and co-workers, and many times it is one or the other. But what about intersex children? Children who have chromosomes or hormones, or in some cases genitals that don't fit typical definitions of male or female. Under the theme, Let Me Be Me, Kenya for the first time commemorated the Intersex Awareness Day, celebrated on the 26th of October, seeking to create awareness on a community often stigmatized for its gender ambiguity.
Before the end of the year, we shall have made the necessary legislative changes to ensure that we will stop talking about human beings as either being male or female. But we will progress this country to ensure that we will recognize all human beings in whatever form they present themselves.
The intersex community in Kenya has come a long way in being recognized by the Kenyan law. In August this year, nominated Member of Parliament Isaac Mwaura presented a petition to Parliament seeking to have the intersex community recognized as the third gender.
Each and every day, new and new people are coming out to declare that indeed they are intersex persons. We are calling upon the government to actually recognize that there is a third gender. There is a third gender called intersex. And that is a reality. That is a reality. This is not about people who want to transform their bodies from male to female. These are people who are born like that.
Often seen as a curse that needs to be normalized, doctors perform normalizing surgeries on intersex babies who are yet to show their gender preference. This normalizing surgery is known as infant genital mutilation and involves the removal of either one of the intersex genitalia. Such procedures mark the beginning of discrimination for intersex children who are deprived of the right to choose a gender they identify with. John Njae, whose son was born intersex, was advised by doctors to take him for surgery where the female genitalia was removed. But as he narrates, that was the beginning of the problems.
Clinics miaka mingi sana. Kwa sababu tumeanza na miaka 9. Miezi 9. Sasa amefanyiwa operation nyingine. Na hiyo operation alifanyiwa ilikuwa sasa ya ku reconstruct. Ile kitu ilikuwa imetengenezwa vibaya. Sasa bado hiyo shida bado iko hiyo mkojo.
Most intersex persons also grow up to identify with a different gender to the one that doctors and parents were inclined to, as were the cases of Ryan and Sydney, who were both socialized as girls but later realized that they were male.
My names are Ryan Mwaura, although on my ID I'm Ruth Wangui. I was born brought up as a girl until when I get the age of between 14 to 15, when my body started changing, when I could find that each and everyone is asking, oh, you thought you are rude, but you are not. So I was forced to drop from school because each and every time I could get those writing from a group of people, fellow students are asking, hey, we want to check who you are. Did your mother check on you well? Did your mother confirm whether you were a girl or you were a boy? So I was confused where to fit. Even if I was bright enough to continue on my studies, I believe I was, but I didn't even get a chance.
Mimi nilelewa kama msichana, lakini kufika 13 years, nikaanza kufeel I'm not the way they thought. So I started transitioning. Nikajifeel mimi ni mwanaume. So vile wakati niliwaambia vile nahisi ndio ileta shida. Kafukuzwa nyumbani. Nikaambiwa nitafute mahali pengine mahali naweza ishi. So nikakuja Nairobi and I started my life. Even they tried to kill me, but I escaped. So I survived that.
Moving forward, our birth certificates should say you are either male, you are either female or other.
And we will also draft a legislation, an intersex persons bill, which then will address all the rights and privileges of intersex persons in this country. Now, the judiciary has actually pronounced itself on this matter. Parliament, we are working on this issue. It is the executive where the problem is.
Yes.
That is where the challenge is. They are not giving our people IDs.
Child Rights International Network conservatively estimates that there are 20,000 intersex people in Kenya who are not looking to be fixed but to be recognized as the third gender. Michelle Ngele, KTN News.